Hey, check this out. There's a Moonside Lake lamp. I don't remember a lamp after I fought Rom. I remember waking up at the entrance to something, a deeper part of Yharnam where there are amygdalas everywhere. So where does this go? Let's find out. So I misspoke in the last episode. Wow. It's the lake. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm here, but here I am indeed. Yep. That would be people fighting Rom. I wonder if it's just a consequence of the game engine that they have to put a lamp after the boss fight or something. No, I doubt it. Surely they could have not bothered in this case. Probably. The arena's quite big. It's a bit like returning to the Abyss in Dark Souls and just kind of walking around with 4 kings dead. Well, 4 plus kings. I will never forget that. Okay, I don't see the woman anymore, so I guess I'll be leaving. But where will I leave for? Simple. I misspoke last episode. I said that with everyone in the Eden Chapel going kind of nuts or dying off, hope Ariana recovers, but I doubt it. I thought, oh, Silas is alone now. There's no one actually left in Yharnam who isn't terrible. Obviously, the Rob guy. But Dr. Yosefka may still be around. Let's go check that out. Once I have spoken to the doctor, I have a few different things I could do. I could travel to the area beyond the amygdala door once again and continue on what I assume to be the main story path. I could search for downloadable content. That is, I've installed the Old Hunters expansion and I could go and enter it. Or I could follow up a tip I got from a friend. Oh dear. There's no one here anymore. Even the doctor, somewhat suspicious as she may have been, is no longer available. I hear whoop 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 noises on the other side of the door. Huh. I wonder... So this tip from a friend, he told me, while trying not to spoil anything, you missed something in the Forbidden Woods. And I was like, yes, I probably missed yet more snakes. And while that is also probably true, and I don't care about snakes, I never want to see a snake again, apparently, allegedly, I've missed something that's not just snakes. So I may want to go back and re-explore it. I guess I'll do that. We're essentially on a hunt for whatever there is that I haven't seen. This will be a search, a spoiled search. Well, not really a spoiler to know there's something. I think, so this area is so large, the only way to really make it tractable is to start at one edge and go all the way around. That will delimit the area. That's like the only way I can actually think of circumscribing it, is to circumnavigate. So I'm going to start at the main lamp here. The other one is the forbidden grave lamp, and I could make that the other point of my traversal. I kind of go around clockwise, trying to get from here to the forbidden grave. Oh, pebbled again. I know there's nothing else up there, although I guess if I run out of stuff, I'll go look at it again. It's an interesting light. The blood moon casts everything in. Okay, so I want to go clockwise. I'd better check if there's ways to get down there, perhaps there's a drop off. Ah, he yelled die, but it was him that died. Ironic. Although really, he turned into a... I was going to say he turned into a beast long ago and so was, in a sense, already dead. But only in a sense. I mean, Jura reminded us in Old Yharnam that these beasts that were people, they were people and they're still alive. Is it really right to kill them? Maybe not. What's in? Ah, this is the body of a clergyman, a church doctor, where I got the Black Church set. I didn't miss that. So I'm sticking to the left edge of the Forbidden Woods as if it were a maze here. Except when the left edge is, you know, burning horse. It does look like I might be able to climb there. I did think there was a hidden path in this area, didn't I? There was some seemingly abruptly cut off path and a note on the ground about the hidden path. That could be what's going on. That could be what I've missed. Ah. I remember this now. Maybe that's what prompted my video watching to mention it. All my instincts came back in the bad way there. I didn't keep attacking and rallying. It's like, oh no, too many enemies at once. But it's not really. But if you're prudent and they're slow. Yep. Not that I'm being prudent. Okay, so I may regret this, but I'm adjusting my stick to the left edge policy to go and search in the most promising direction, which is actually on the right edge of this part of the woods. Even though I've already kind of... the really right would be heading down the windmill, so I'll have to return to that. Turn back. That's not the note I saw last time. The note I saw last time said there was a hidden path. Oh, bloodstone? What? Are there bloodstones down here? That would be good. Like birds. Man, these things are even more upsetting than usual because they're not just like undead foes who used to be awesome but got owned. They also now can't drop pebbles anymore because I've got max pebbles. I just haven't been burning through pebbles quickly enough. I really should rectify it. If there's a hidden path here, I'm not seeing it. I did find a secret door in one of the Chalice dungeons, which is a wall that you strike to make it vanish. None of this looks manufactured. I did think perhaps you could jump over here at one point, and then I tried it and I found out you couldn't. Maybe you can get up there some other way though. But if I head down that path, I'll fall into the village. Okay, this is not systematic. If I'm going to find something in a... what's that noise? Something is... ah! That guy. Right, because he's on the right. Yeah, I see that wasn't even the rightmost. I've got to be systematic. Systematic is my watch sibling. So, clockwise, always clockwise. Except when someone attacks me. Good blood. Yes. A lamp? Well, not a lamp in the lamp sense of the word, but it's actually a lamp. Not one of the lamps. I did come here before. I remember thinking there was a ton of stuff to explore. Then I went up. Oh, there's the village. I've been in there. And I went up around here. Oh! I never did find out what was up with the person in this house who just told me to leave them alone. Yeah, let's check this out again. I remember it made me sad last time. Oh, the dog up there. Oh, doesn't know response at all. I wonder, with the blood moon having risen, is Yanan just like empty? It's like a low-pitched moaning and wailing, and that was it. I don't think there's a person in there. Is that somewhere? No, it doesn't look like you can get up there. I could go down there. I'm 90% sure that just connects to the main village, but I will check it out as part of my comprehensive search when I get round to that part. That window reveals there's some sort of area inside there, but I've been in there. Been out that gate. Dog huts. Hello. Hello. Lanterns. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? There they are, burning, marking a path. Man, I hate to say it, but I probably would not have found this path without a tip. No. Unless I'd read this note, I guess. In which case, I would have found it. Yeah, here it is. It's hard to notice. Like, there's no particular reason to come up here in the first place, and even if you do, you're fighting all these dogs and then continuing on going around and looking for the other gate and stuff, and it's easy to not notice that, oh, you can go around this rock. So, what treasure lurks here? A terrifying cave. Actually, this one's not particularly terrifying. A lot of the caves in the game are quite scary, but this time it's just kind of white flowers. Could be worse. I mean, I'm sure they're death flowers, or beast flowers, or kin flowers, or something. Antidote. Oh. Am I wonder, about to get poisoned? Probably so. Don't think I'll jump down there. The ability to miss things in these games, sometimes quite important things, like for example in Dark Souls it was just totally opaque how to even into the DLC. Ooh, okay. It's okay, is the thing. Like, the game has replayability, it has explorability. The fact that you can find hidden paths and they lead you into brand new caves with a great big tombstone in them. That's so much fun that I don't mind not hitting every single one. I'm about to get poisoned. It's like a whole new area. Okay. I've been poisoned. Where's my antidotes? I was in for a reason. I will not need punch and blood cocktails for a while. They're mainly good against like beast bosses. They're very good against beast bosses. Okay, let's try and avoid more poison. So what I was going to say, the entertaining nature of discovery and the thrill of exploration and the fact that there's all these dark corners of the world with things in them, things to discover, to learn, to me, that makes up for being able to miss things. I enjoy exploration enough that I don't care about its dark side of, entire parts of the game may go unseen. In Dark Souls, I missed for a very long time one of the early areas, like the Moonlit Garden thing, so I just didn't go there when I could have, and ended up having some... I don't know how much of that was on camera since the video cut out again. I was just saying in Dark Souls, I was just saying in Dark Souls, oh fuck, That sounds about right. Okay, I should do a little more respect to those eels. They're actually quite dangerous eels. But let me start my spiel again while I try and fight this giant thing. Or possibly these eels. Go! Or possibly both at once. Yep, looks like it'll be that one. I tried to parry him, it didn't work, but also he missed me somehow, so it's fine. So these are like church giants, but not church enslaved or whatever, I guess, or not church aligned. Maybe they were, you know, not enslaved, but actual giant priests, I don't know. Maybe they are all worse sentient. That's cool. The thing I've been trying to say several times, getting interrupted on every occasion, is that when I first played Dark Souls, there's this area, a garden? I don't remember the name of it exactly. The boss is the Moonlit Butterfly. Anyway, it's a big old area with all sorts of cool, useful, unique items and things to do and appropriately leveled enemies and so on. It leads to other parts of the game, unlocks other things. But it is actually entirely optional. And I missed it for most of the game when I played Dark Souls. And later on I was like, oh, okay. I guess I could have gone there and done stuff. That's cool. And on the other hand, there is stuff I did not miss, but came across or worked out myself. In particular, I'm quite happy about having realized the gods were dead. Now, to be fair, I had a bit of a head start there, since I'm well aware that, you know, God is dead in real life, and so extending that to Dark Souls was no real difficulty conceptually. But it led to this whole extra, like, secret boss fight. That was cool. The upsides definitely outweigh the downsides to me. That said, I have limited time with Bloodborne. I don't own a PlayStation 4 or any other form of gaming console. Actually, that's a lie. I have an Xbox 360, but that doesn't help. I haven't played on the Xbox 360 in a very long time, but I've got one somewhere. The thing is, this console is borrowed, and I do want to give it back sooner rather than later. And that means I don't have unlimited Bloodborne time, so I've got no objections to people being like, hey, you missed something. Just don't tell me things like, you missed the ability to do this here with this consequence. That would suck. But if you want to say, in the Forbidden Woods, you didn't find a path, I'm happy to have that said. It pleases me. No! I just realized there's like two giants and a bunch of eels here. It could be extremely bad for me. Unless I... Whoa! Yeah, as predicted, extremely bad. But I don't think we can get in here. They're too big. Nice. I think. So, can you reach me? Oh! Good answer. I didn't expect that to work either. Okay, let's actually fight back. Let's die. Well. So yeah, if I do miss an entire cave system like this, feel free to tell me about it so I can go and die in it. That's my story. I'm going back there. I'm going back there because there was at least one treasure I didn't pick up, and I think I saw a ladder as well. So how quickly can I get there when I actually know where I'm going? Assuming that to some extent I know where I'm going. Not necessarily a secret. Rolling underneath bullets is always fun in this game. I've got to say, they really got the speed of ranged attacks right. Like, they're threatening and dangerous, but they're not unstoppable. You can dodge them and you can get out of the way and avoid and block them. Well, actually, you can't block them. It's really good balance. I'm walking without fire, don't mind me. I don't know why I did that. It's also a really good balance, like between the ability to walk into fire and having no obligation to do so, so that you can, if you're an absolute prat, you can just walk into the fire and it's entirely your fault. It's a well-balanced option. Okay. Good. I'm glad he's dead. I believe I may have to fight one or two dogs up here, but that should be it before I return to what I'm going to call the Cave of the Giants. You dumb mutt. There's one of them behind me, isn't there? Sound is very important in these games. So... there was a dormant giant who was more dressed than the others and had a kind of bell. The way the giants wear bells around their necks is interesting. They're like pet cats or possibly city criers. And then there were these more nude giants who either never wore anything or had shed some of it and were more active. And these are more dangerous than the kneeling one. So that one is like kneeling in front of what kind of might be some sort of gravestone, paying respects, I don't know. But these ones are actually the ones who kill me. Unless I fight them properly like that, and not at the same time as them heals. Cool. So, there's the treasure I want. Oh, heals. I'm learning. They're quite hard to see, you see. Okay, so yeah, it looks to me like the giant has the scraps or remnants of clothing. Like this was at one point once one of. And that's a lot of accidental alliteration. That's cool. Anyway, I believe these giants were probably like the other church giants at some point, and possibly as a consequence of the end of the fucking world and the blood moon coming to Yharnam and so on, they have, I don't know, reverted to a state of nature, or this may be the giant equivalent of turning into beasts. It's my blood. This is where I left my blood. That's the ladder I saw. Well, that's direct. Sometimes someone manages to find just the right words in these notes. Clinic waits ahead. I bet I know where this shortcut goes then. It always takes. I'm always taken aback when one of the notes is like clear and understandable. Partly because I don't know if you've noticed, but when I leave notes, I try to make them absolutely pointless. But apparently, some people out there are genuinely trying to help others, and occasionally they manage to do it. Long way down. Oh, what's that? Like a secondary cave. Oh, those are bodies. I wonder if that's an entrance into the Marian Labyrinth. These graves. Yharnam is just like death upon death. Although, specifically having a bunch of bodies piled up here might be indicative of something interesting. I'm kind of expecting a first floor sick room to pop up any moment. I could be wrong, but the message seemed plain. I've been going in the right direction. There we are. I always wondered. Now here's something interesting. When I was hanging around on the other side of this door trying to work out where it went, I always used to hear noises. Yeah, here, I hear it. Oh, that's right, it's the executioner up there who makes the noise. He's not behind the gate. I'm just going to kill that executioner for old time's sake. Look out at the central Yharnam. Nice. Jesus, the blood moon. I wonder how Gilbert's doing. My feeling is he's probably not doing too hot. Better check in on Gilbert. That's a good shortcut though, Forbidden Woods to Central Yharnam. I may not have found it entirely unaided, but I'm glad it exists. Hey, Evan! Whoa. Claw mark. Got a new room from a new enemy. Impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. It strengthens visceral attacks. Ooh. Runesmith Carroll describes the beast as a horrific and unwelcome instinct deep within the hearts of men. Although the difference is subtle, yeah. Because that's... The blood just brings out instincts and older forms, maybe. De-evolution. So... Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Gilbert. Yeah, you toll ominously, Belle. I wonder... Kind of like to speak to Gascoigne's daughter, but I don't imagine she's doing well either. Alright. Let's head back to behind the clinic. After killing the executioner for old time's sake. Hey, asshole. Yeah, you've still got your cool moves or whatever, but my stats are much higher than they were. Can't compete with that, can you? The sky. It really feels that the game has done a good job of making it feel like the freaking end of all things. What brought this about? It can't have been the death of Rom. That's on a door, I guess. I mean, it can't be that Silas did this somehow by destroying the spider, can it? Surely not. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But no, I don't think so, because the door behind the amygdala opened at the same time. That had nothing to do with Rom. The door opened, or perhaps was always open. All that's happened to Silas has gained eyes to see. Yeah. I should have been using thrust attacks on that, but I forgot. I don't know, maybe that's not all. I don't know. I don't know what's caused what. Most of these doors are not doors. Madman's knowledge. Not that I really need any more insight at this point. Still gonna use it, of course. This would be the clinic building that I'm climbing, or it's one close to it. Roofs. cool. Yeah. Birds, roofs. I wonder how much of Central Yarnum I can access on the rooftops. I also wonder how early in the game you could have got here. Is that just the same path? Yes. Sifter's Clinic. I could have come here before the blood moon. I don't know if I'm going to get to meet the doctor after all, if... Okay. Why are you... Ugh. Beast room. Oh, I know who I should talk to once more. Master Willem. I mean, he might just be dead now, I don't know, but perhaps with the defeat of Rom, could he have regained some of his mind, or is he just too close to the edge? Another way to go. Hey! It's the place I woke up, I think. Yeah, this is the door on the other side of where Silas was. You're in the know, right? You're in the know. I'm not in the know. This... Canehurst summons. Okay. It's gonna attack. Yep, they do attack eventually. It's Kin. I wonder, are people... Yusefka's blood file. Huh. These things were people at some point, weren't they? Before the blood moon rose. Well, let's go continue on in this direction and then go back the other way. Yep, that, of course, leads to the lantern. So this would have been Yosefka's study. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. I remember that note. Gosh. Oh, nobody else is going to be receiving transfusions here. Silas must have been the last hunter. If that's how you make hunters. Which seems to be the case. Ah, multiple passages. Let's go here first. Treasure awaits ahead, is it? Or just more people turned things. Is this what's happening to Ariana? If the blood moon, the amygdalas are transforming people. Sedatives, I'll bet. Is that one alive? Oh. Oh yeah, the human arm. Look at that hand. But the rest of the body. Guess it's already dead. I wonder... Communion. Now, that's a key sounding rune. Oh, I already had one of them. So I've been suspicious for some time of the good doctor Yosefka. And while one possibility for what's happened here is that the Blood Moon's rise has transformed the last denizens of Yharnam into kin of the Great Ones. Why exactly would that happen? Hasn't everyone else turned into beasts, not kin? Did the doctor do this herself? Has she been experimenting on people, or is this her cure? To cure them of beasthood, she transformed them into other kinds of beasts, really. No, it's a different thing. Transcend the hunt. Does becoming kin to the cosmos mean you escape the cycle of beasthood, but at what cost? People have been dying here, so I should be cautious. Although, I always say that, and it's never true. Like, people just might find ways to die literally everywhere. Don't be fooled. What? Ah, it's Yosefka.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things.
Has she been experimenting on herself?
I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head?
Snakes?
It's rather rapturous. God, I know it's
What has she done to herself? What has she done to all these other people? I sent people here for healing. I sent the old woman who trusted me, the one who trusted a hunter. I sent the idiot shithead who actually chose to go to the chapel instead. And would you come here? I sent the guy who was eating people, which again is actually probably fine. But
God, I knew. It's
probably time to leave and never come back again. What's this bucket? Is that for the blood? I just heard a cry. A child's cry again. It's progressing. Well, if there are no more survivors, and it doesn't really matter what happens here. Writhe inside me. I mean, if snake things were growing, you know, I'd probably just put her out of her misery. But she doesn't seem to be in pain. Yeah, the fact is, in this horrible place, Yharnam is over. Normal law and morality have clearly broken down entirely. Whatever the doctor was doing to people here, and ultimately to herself, doesn't matter now. Perhaps she's found a way to save herself. That would at least be one person saved.